feminine. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you, thank you. Let us go ahead and see what the messages are the Spirit has here for Jewel on today. Let us see, let us see. Thank you, Spirit. If you are a part of the book club, we do have a book club meeting tonight. All right, I'm looking forward to it. They're about an hour or so long. So, see you there. Okay, we have admire. Someone is inspired by you, all right, and triggered by you at the same time. Okay, they're admiring you, and they're triggered by you at the same time. You and this person have a deep emotional bond, but maybe this person sometimes acts kind of childish because of certain childhood wounds that they never dealt with or something like that. We have air sign here. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. Could be somewhere on the chart. In the event that it is not, then this is just talking about logic, thought, you know, communication. All right, contracts, things like that. We have new boo, okay? So it says happy place. Maybe you found somebody new is what they're thinking. Maybe that's why, you know, I don't make you feel this way, or I don't get certain attention from you or something like that. For a lot of you, I do feel this person wants you to be theirs, and maybe they feel you're just not interested. So that is triggering them, okay? But they do feel like the two of you have a deep bond with each other. And I don't know. I don't feel like a person would feel that way, as in you would feel that way too and dismiss it. So let's just see what happens. We got ghosts. Person, why you ghosted them, or you're ghosting them right now. All right, let's see what's going on here. For our feminines, we have getaway. Someone could have wanted to like run away together or something like that. Like, let's run away, let's run off. You're like, who's doing that or something? Okay. Something here just didn't sit right with you about the way this person was moving. It seemed off. Something about it seemed off. Okay. It's underlining self-love. Like you're loving on yourself. Maybe you feel like this person didn't love on themselves or something like that. We have reminiscing. I feel like someone could have tried to make it as if you were the problem, or as if something was because of you. But then after looking at it, they're like, wait a minute. You know, this is how I was moving. This is what I was doing. You know, I put this out here. I put this energy out here. And then when the person came to reciprocate it, or they went to go and reciprocate it, I didn't give them anything after that. But it was because of a block due to some sort of childhood wound. Very interesting. All right, let's see. Yeah. My crown chakra is tingling. Okay, so let's see what this person got going on. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? For some of you, this person just feels, you know, in the event you do have a new boo, you found somebody new, you seeing somebody new, that's irritating them. Okay, because they do love you and they want to come together with you. We have heartstrings, we have union. Some of you feel like this person played mind games. They took advantage of the fact that they know you love them or that you care about them. So you feel like they play with your feelings. And even if you were to have a new boo, you like, what's the big deal? You know, you didn't put in the energy and effort that you say, you know, you want to. So, I mean, wanting to and actually doing something are two different things. I feel like this person, they continuously, you know, have this energy where they're upset or something. But they're not putting in the energy or effort to get something from you that they're saying they want. I don't know, it's almost like they're throwing a temper tantrum, you know? Like you want something and in the event that you don't get it, you know, you're pouting and your arms are folded and you're stomping and stuff. And it's like, what are we talking about right now? You know? But it's because of something that they have not dealt with. Something they haven't healed from. Maybe they don't realize that they were playing these types of games. But how could one not realize, you know? Unless they just stuck in their own head and set in some ways. Like, okay. But they really do want to rebuild. So that's interesting. I don't know how you're going to rebuild with someone that's like sitting here with their arms folded and pouting. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, see, fired up, child. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to rebuild with somebody that this is just how they move. It's how they act. It's what they do. It says overwhelming thoughts. Yeah, it's really them being upset because they think that it's somebody else. But it's not like you're putting in the energy or effort to come into union with the person you say you want to come into union with. And they feel like they may have run out of time. Like, oh, you know, I didn't do this in time, so you found somebody else. So yeah, we have a visit. Someone's wanting to pop up on you here with this visit energy. Unexpected visit, phone call, knock, riding by the house. Okay. Every time I see that card, I think of that song by Maya, Riding. If you never heard it, go listen to it. Ah, Maya, she's so funny for that. Okay. She's so funny for that track. When you get to me, you had nothing. You gotta go listen to that song. Some songs are really funny when you listen to them for real, for real. Okay. Okay, so let's see. People be causing themselves getting upset, wanting revenge. And it's like, again, what are you talking about? None of this makes sense. Because what we're seeing here, okay, is the person loves you, they care about you. You may care about them as well. However, it's the way that this person moves and wants you to be okay with it. And why would you ever, you know? You're a clown. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Really. So yeah, they feel ashamed because now you're guarded, okay? Yeah, this is your twin flame, by the way. Lord have mercy. Lord. Okay. So they feeling some type of way because, you know, this is the twin. We supposed to be coming together. Meanwhile, you playing games, but you're not playing games. This person was the one playing games. Mind games, to be exact. So now that you're like protecting your heart, you know, it's like, oh no, how dare you? Or something like that. You're guarding your heart because you do all things from it. So why would you allow this person to just keep poking at it, playing with it, messing with it? You know what I mean? Like, look at here. Your heart is huge. Right now, you have this big old shield blocking it. You see what I'm saying? And it's not to say, hey, my heart chakra is blocked and that it's not being used in any way, shape, form, or fashion at all. Like, it's not open. No, my heart chakra is open. You're just not opening yourself up to this person. And that's what's ticking them off. That's what has them like, is there a new boo kind of thing? Okay. So with them thinking, okay, this is a new boo in the picture somewhere. Gotta be. Okay. That's what has them fired up. Building up emotions, overwhelming thoughts, very angry, furious with rage. That's what it says. They want to reconcile, come back together. Okay. They want this thing to work itself out. But a lot of you feel like person was in and out. Okay, 1 minute they were here, next minute they were gone. They didn't really know what was going to happen with this situation. Now it seems like that's what they want. They want to pursue you. They want more with you. That's what it seems as if they are wanting here. All right, so let's see. Yep, union is here twice. And we got closed off. Guarded, union. Do you see what I'm saying? Apology. Now they want to apologize. Like, I apologize, feminine. I apologize. It's repetitive. Okay. We got union, guarded. There you go. Live and direct. Okay. When you're skilled and gifted and talented. Because, you know, gifted and talented are two different things, folks. Two different things. All right. We soup each other up around here. All right. We build each other up around here. All right. Again, I can't wait for this book club meeting. We all get to share our thoughts and things like that. It's a good time indeed. Alrighty, let's see. What do we have here? Let us see. All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we have self-care energy. Okay, so low energy, depleted, cleansing, wanting time alone, recharge, and retreat. Okay, so you pulled back. Maybe because you felt like you weren't getting certain energy return, like I mentioned earlier. You know, certain things weren't being reciprocated. So you decided to pull back, recharge, you know. Distance, yeah, see? Pull back, recharge, yep. It says retreat again. Retreat is here twice, so that's what it is. You pull it back so you can give yourself what it is that you need in that moment. See, keys in the ring, childish. They was playing mind games, stringing you along. It says string along, string along. You see what I'm saying? Stringing you along. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. That's what they were doing. And they want to make it seem like it's something else. So when you say, I'm letting it go, I'm done. What are you so upset about? That I don't want to be strung along? You know, that doesn't even make any sense. We have receive and open. Okay, that's why I said it's like people want you to be okay with things that you should not be okay with. People want you to lack self-respect. People want you to not love yourself. People want you to not have boundaries, because then, you know, well, I could do whatever the hell I want. I ice skate, I can, you know what I'm saying? You let something slide, what they say, they will ice skate. You let something slide, they will ice skate, honey. You understand me? So it's like, no, you cannot let nothing slide. Yes, you have to nip it in the bud. Yes, you have to stand up for yourself. Be 25 toes down for yourself. They say stand on business, stand on big business. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't let people play with you. Because if you let people play with you, they will. You see what I'm saying? You can't play with you. You can't play about you. You can't let people play with you. That's it. And if you're going to play about me, then you're not for me. And you're clearly playing about me. If you're stringing me along and you got all these other options, and you see? So it's like they weren't ready to receive what you have to offer. Now, like I said, some of you could be an air sign, they could be an air sign, or it's just the fact that it's a contract, you know. Air element deals with like contracts and documents and stuff like that. So could it have been that, you know what I mean, that you were not open to, or you were not ready to receive? It says receptivity or receptivity, opening up, generosity, gifts, assistance. All right, so were you just not ready? Yeah, decision, contemplation, they didn't know. Whether it was you and somebody else, or this path and another path, they didn't know. Okay, so this could be someone that you met in the summer, someone that you met in the summer. Okay, someone that's born in the summer. Okay, something significant about the summer. Maybe the summer was the last time you saw each other or spoke. Who knows, right? But there's something there with that. Oh, you hear the babies outside, y'all. Oh, all right, let's see. Yeah, so something there about that, all right, when it comes to not knowing who to choose, what to choose, which path to choose, things like that. They just didn't know. All right, thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? Oh, see, union. Now, union's here twice, you see? So it's like they want to come into union, but now they're thinking, hey, do you have a new boo? Is that why you're not paying me the mind, attention? Exactly, past. Is it because there was too much suffering in the past? All right, too much went wrong in that energy. Yeah, so now they're watching you, spying, wanting to reunite. We got reunion and kisses with watching. You see? Child, it says gathering info. So yeah, trying to figure out. This person's trying to figure out if there's someone new. They're trying to figure out what you have going on because they want this reunion. Soulmate, fated partnership, past life connection, and the past returns. That's what they want. Okay? Kisses, love, unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Child, person doesn't fail. That's what it is. They were going in the direction of their south node for so long. And now they want to go in the direction of their north node. They want to go in the direction of their destiny. Okay? Jupiter requires one to take action, leaps of faith. They say they're ready to grow, they're ready to expand. All right, they're ready to pursue this connection. See, that's the thing. All right, this is going to be very unexpected for you. That this person is coming through with this type of energy. All right, you didn't expect this to happen, for them to tap into their higher self, but they are. Nevertheless, you're still in this space where you're guarded. And you have not let them get but so close. This could be because you don't trust that there are no third parties, or that they have not, you know, been taking the south node path. Like you still think they're walking that path. So let's see. Yeah, you're closed off to this person. It's like you have been and perhaps you will be, or something like that. Belief systems. It could be because this person has a lot of conditioning. Right? They think, it's like they're stuck in South Node energy, doubts. Yeah, they're stuck in this energy. They don't want to be. They're having a hard time getting out of that energy. That's what I'll say. I'll say that. They want to go the direction of their North Node, but it's like they're having a hard time getting out of that South Node energy. Yeah, see, inner child. Then we say something with childhood wounds. So inner child, exactly. Clown. I'm out here embarrassing myself, humiliating myself in my twin flame connection because of these inner wounds, these childhood wounds that I have not dealt with. We have wounding. So they have coping mechanisms, but coping is not the same as healing. You see what I'm saying? It's just two different things completely. All right. So it says learned behaviors. Exactly. You only learn what you see your parents doing, or what you see your siblings doing, or what you see your cousins doing, or what your people in the community are doing. You only do what you see around you, what's in your environment, what you are exposed to. That's it. If you don't know no better, you cannot do any better. So they only did what they know. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you have to have that level of understanding and awareness to really comprehend where a person is coming from. And I feel like you do. At the same time, though, the reality of the situation is one cannot just use that as an excuse forever, because a lot of us have gone through a lot of things and we don't look like the things we've gone through. We don't move like the things we've gone through. We don't use it as an excuse. But some people are so set in certain, ways of thinking, it's like really hard for them to break. So to have that compassion and extend that grace is one thing, but to keep on putting up with this person stringing you along and playing with your heart, something else. You don't have to deal with that. So I think that's where you're coming from. You're like, because of this childhood wound or these childhood wounds, this is how they move in connections romantically, and you're not interested in that. You want something that you can trust, something that you can depend on, and this is not that. One minute you good, next minute you might explode. Meanwhile, ain't nothing wrong. You're just feeling a way about some things you haven't healed from. So again, cold. That's when you get silent. That's when you go back to hiding your feelings. That's when you be secretive. That's when you block your emotions. That's when you start masking. You go right back into the same old, same old. You get what I'm saying? Exactly. So you're like, okay. And again, something significant about the summer. It just keeps showing itself. All right. So IDK my BFF Jill, but there's something there with that summer season. All right. We have fate and fortune. So maybe their fear here is that, you're going to move on. You're going to do well. That's just what it is. Maybe that's a concern of theirs. Like it's not that they don't want to see you do well, but it's like just to know that they could have been doing well with you and they're not with you. And let's say somebody else gets the chance to be. Yeah, I think that's what's going to irritate them. But at the same time, it's like, okay, how do I put this? It's not that they don't want to be ready. It's that they don't feel like they are, or like they having a hard time becoming ready. Does that make sense? And so people will say, well, I've even said it myself. I'm guilty of this myself, y'all. But, if a person wants something, they'll get ready for it. They'll do it. I do believe that to a certain extent, but I also believe that if a person is going through certain things mentally that they're really struggling with overcoming, it may not be the best, because once certain things change in their mind or in their brain, and, it's not the easiest to get that back on track. It's just not. So, that's what I'm saying. If it's like deep like that, y'all, if it's on some mental health stuff, you know what I mean? Like if it's really deep like that, y'all, it's not as easy as, just, move on with your life. Like it's not that simple. Okay. So they may want something, but they may not feel like they're in a space to receive that something, you see? Child, because again, conditioning, conformity, long-held beliefs, you know what I'm saying? This is what has them so closed off and cold in the first place. All right, all this right here, closed off inner child belief system, cold. Why are you so closed off and cold? Because of the belief systems that I had ever since I was a child. So my inner child, it still moves like this. And even though I feel this and I think that and I want this and I want that, because of this being my foundation, this is how I move. You see what I'm saying? This is my foundation. So it's like, that's basically what they're saying. All right. We have nurture and protective. Yeah, so do you see here? The world. It's like, now it's time to close this out. Maybe they weren't nurtured. Maybe they didn't feel protected. Maybe the things that are most important for that, like when you're growing up, right? That's really important. Your mother is typically the nurturer. Your father is typically the protector. In the event that you don't feel nurtured or you don't feel protected and you have to nurture and protect yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's what I said. A lot of us have had that feeling and we've worked through it. So to understand it from a deeper place is, that's where Blue be coming from. I feel you masculines in the back of the bag. However, I also feel the feminines where it's like we can't use that as an excuse as to why we keep treating somebody a certain type of way. You know that you need to do something about that, so do something about that. Like, you cannot keep using that as an excuse, period. Okay, so it's like, yeah, a lot of us have had to go through that. A lot of us have, had the mothers. The mothers were there, but did you have the nurturing? Were you comforted? When you needed your mom to be a mom, were they a mom? You get what I'm saying? Not just somebody who gave birth to you, but were they a mom? Like, did they comfort you? Did they, were they nurturing to you? Were they there for you in the ways that you feel like a mom should be? Your dad could have been present. They could have been around. Both of your parents could have been in the house, but did you feel protected? Did you feel safe? If you went through something in the outside world, let's say the system was fucking with you, for the people that look like this, and you came to your father for some guidance or for some advice, did he really guide you in the right direction? Did he help you? Or did he make you feel like you were on your own? You needed to figure it out. If you were dealing with some difficult emotions, just speaking to my men in the back of the back, as a man, if you were dealing with some difficult emotions and you went to your father and you was like, oh, this is what I'm dealing with. Like, did they tell you, suck it up? Like, get over it or some shit like that? Because men not supposed to be emotional. You know what I mean? Like, how exactly did they go about that? When it comes to you having feelings and emotions for a woman or anything like that, how did they handle that? Did they tell you, oh, treat them with care? Did they tell you, have multiple, like, it's so much that goes into that. Like, what was your upbringing like? What was, your parents? They are what does it to you. Your parents, whether it's nature or nurture, your parents do it to you. Either way, it's your parents. You get what I'm saying? So whether your parents, were sweet, whether they were evil, whether they had you in the best environment, whether they didn't, whether they got you certain equipment that you needed or didn't, all that is what matters and goes into an individual, who they are, what they will be like as they get older, be an adult, and have relationships of their own. All of that, that's your foundation, that's your root. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to go to the root of the issue. You can't just keep brushing past it and making it seem like, oh yeah, because I'm an adult. I'm 99 years old. Just throwing a random number out there. I'm 99 years old, so I'm an adult. No, are you mentally 99 years old? Are you emotionally 99 years old? You see what I'm saying? Because of the things that you've gone through, And if all you've ever done was put armor on to kind of brush past everything, are you really healing from the things? Right? So for my ladies, the same thing. If you really needed your mom to be a mom, were they a mom? If you really needed your dad to be a dad and protect you, were they a dad? Like, say it goes, but it doesn't matter. Lady, man, doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, how did you feel growing up? That's your base. So yeah, we have North Node. Now it's like, okay, going to my North Node, going towards my destiny, my fate. Again, we got fate here twice. You see that? Evolution, finding life path, karmic challenges, and reward. Yes, there will be challenges, but there will also be rewards. The world. So as soon as I end this cycle, all right, karmic completion, then I get fulfillment. There may be travel here. Success after the quest, or success in general. You see? So person is working through the things they need to work through. It's definitely possible for the two of you to come together. I feel like to think about you all the time. It's just a matter of, are you willing to work through this with this person? And to what extent? Are you willing to be present as they heal? Because I ain't saying you got to be with them as they heal. Or you got to, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that. But unless you want to, right? Because why, whichever way you're comfortable with, okay? You may have the capacity as to where you can be with somebody while they go through this. Other people may not. Okay, other people may feel like you deal with that, and I love you right here. And then there is some divine feminines like, I'm gonna love you while you're going through it, up close and personal. Okay, so either way, this person wants to come together with you. They feel like, you understand them, you get them. Nevertheless, though, a lot of you have kind of just distanced yourself from the person so they can figure out what they need to figure out. So let's see what comes out in this reading. Okay, we have the Five of Swords. Yeah, they feel like they may have sabotaged this just a little bit. They feel a little humiliated. All right, that's twice that we see that. We have the Ace of Cups. This is a love offer that they want to make. Okay. They want to make this love offer to you. You're very dependable, very reliable. Queen of Pentacles, mature. Okay. Seven of Swords. They feel like they deceived this person. They're like, what in the world? Ace of Swords. Meanwhile, you were able to see through them the whole time. That's why I said it's like you can see straight through them. All right. Six of Cups. It's things that they were not telling you. Things that they, maybe they were afraid of being judged or something like that. But you see straight through them. You pick up on a lot of the stuff. So this is confirmation for you, whoever you are that I'm talking to. Okay. Uh-oh. What is this? We have the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is success, overcoming the obstacles and challenges. Eight of Pentacles, you see? They're like, I really think that if we work on this, we can overcome these challenges. Yeah, Ten of Wands in reverse. You see this? This is like they really want to apply pressure here. Okay? They want to show you that they are serious. They want to make something right with you. The Hierophant and then the Magician. This person, and there's three major arcana. This person is manifesting marriage. We saw union twice. But in order to get, so it's like they're manifesting being ready. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they want spirit to work on them. Like spirit, work on me so that I can be ready for this. You know, like they want to be open to this love. They want to be ready for this blessing. They don't want to miss out on it. That's why I said that I feel this person in their heart of hearts, again, King of Cups, that's what they'll be upset about. It's not a matter of, oh, I don't want you to have love. I don't want you to be successful. No, yes, I do. I want all of those things for you. But they want to be there with you when you're doing it. They want to be the one to provide you with certain things. They want to be the one to protect you. They want to be, you know what I'm saying? And so they really want to get ready for this. It's like, it's not their fault that this is how they were brought up. It's not their fault. They didn't raise themselves. You see what I'm saying? And some of them may have raised themselves even though they had parents there. But it's like all that goes into your conditioning, your original initial conditioning, the people that raised you, mom, dad, grandma, cousin, uncle, whoever it was. All that is what becomes your foundation. Okay? So, you know, King of Cups, this is, I feel this way, but this is all I've ever known as far as expressing my emotions. Okay? So we have the Death card. They could come from a family where people are not, they don't really express their emotions, you know, Empress. Yeah, but they don't want this to end. You know, Death card. I change my ways. I welcome a new phase in life for myself before I let go of this connection and relationship. Jupiter, again, taking a leap of faith. If I'm really ready to expand, then I'll do that. I'll take that leap of faith. Otherwise, I'll just keep talking about what I want to do. And feminine will keep me blocked out. Five of Pentacles. You don't want to hear nothing about what they want to do. You're the Lovers. You want to see what they're going to do. And you want to see them doing it. You don't want to hear nothing about what they're going to do. What they want to do. No. Eight of Cups. You see the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. You're not playing. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want to hear what you're going to do. You know, what you want to do. No, let me see you do it. Okay. We have the Four of Cups. Yeah, you're rejecting anything that's not what it's supposed to be. You ain't even playing. You like, listen, I understand wholeheartedly what you got going on and that you need to work through and this and that. You know, I'm here with you and for you and all of the other stuff. What we won't be doing is continuously making false promises or, you know what I'm saying? Over promising, under delivering. We're not doing that. Okay. I would rather you under promise and over deliver. How about that? Amen. Don't tell me what you're going to do and not do that. It's so irritating. Right? So irritating. I'd rather you just don't say nothing at all and do a little bit. Then I'm like, oh yeah, you did a little bit. As opposed to you saying what you're going to do and then do this much. Now, nobody cares now. You get what I'm saying? Nobody cares now. All right. So let's see. Okay, here we got the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups. It's definitely a third-party situation. They definitely had third party here for sure. For some of you, no ifs, ands, buts, High Priestess. This is confirmation for you. Some of you didn't know that they did. This is confirmation with the High Priestess and the Emperor. Yeah, the person definitely had third party. That's one of the reasons they didn't know what they wanted to do. You know, you were this person. You were this person. Child. Not child. Because people don't understand. Lord have mercy. Child. All right, let's see. Got the Five of Swords. The Nine of Wands. Oh, Lord. Okay, so, yep. It's because of the boundaries that they feel like they messed it up. Because, you know, twins be like, boundaries? What boundaries? And you put those boundaries in place with them. You're like, these boundaries right here. These ones. All right. The King of Cups. They want to express this love to you, but you done block them out again. You like, action, action. We want action with the King of Wands. You're not playing. Action, action. We want action. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces with that King of Cups. Aries, Leo, Sag with that King of Wands. We had the Fool in reverse. Yeah. Some of you feel like giving this person another chance to do the same thing would be foolish. You feel like doing, you know, giving this person another chance would be foolish or something like that because they do the same thing. Then maybe this is not the first time that the two of you have come back together, or that they say they want to come back together. You give them a chance, and then, because Seven of Pentacles is about investments. So investment of our time, whatever. So you could have invested a lot into something, and you're like, I invested, you know, so perhaps I should, but at the same time, is it really the wisest thing to do? And you feel like you know better. So when you know better, you're expected to do better. So you can't possibly allow yourself to make a foolish mistake or decision just because it's something they want. Like, okay, prove it, basically, Nine of Pentacles, because you've invested a lot into yourself as well. And you're seeing more of a return from that. So, you know, you're always going to invest more where you see more of a return from. If I see more being returned from me investing into myself, then I'm going to continue to invest into myself. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, the Queen of Swords. And that's where you put your head over your logic. Your head over your logic. Your head over your heart. Your logic over your emotions. And you're like, You know, so while one of you is in this King of Cups, your head over your logic. That was so funny. So while you put your head over your logic and this person putting their emotions over their heart. I'm so funny. You know, then, child, it's like y'all mismatch. Y'all funny. That was a little silly because Boo said head over your logic. Like, anyways. Some of you get it, some of you don't. If it's for you, you got it. Hee-hees and ha-has. Ha-has and hee-hees. Ooh. Child, these cards be trying to jump out when they got something to say. Child, please. All right, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. We have delicate balance. Strike a balance between freedom and commitment. Okay. We have lightning strikes. That's twice now. Dismantle outdated ways of being to get a fresh start. Do you see? Anybody playing? I'm telling you that's what it is. Conformity. Their way of conditioning and coping and all that. It's just not healthy. All right. So we have chaotic clarity. Amidst confusion and intense crisis, seek the light of understanding and resolve. Okay. We have beloved wisdom. Love is a choice you make every day, so choose wisely. Okay. Welcoming dawns. Be open and receptive, embracing new beginnings with an eager heart. You see, they weren't ready before. They want to be ready now. You see, it's like that. I want to get myself together. I want to get myself ready for this blessing. I don't want to miss it. We got love potion. Open your heart to truly feel the magic of love. All right, so they're feeling the magic of love, all right. Veiled paths. Face the mystery of uncharted passages with the courage to explore unknowns. Flight plan. Sometimes things fall apart for better things to come, all right. So with that tower, somebody's going through a tower moment in their life. Maybe with the karmic. Who knows? All right, but you are in this energy of just knowing that you are going to be successful and you're going to get everything that your heart desires. You're continuously investing into yourself and again seeing these things be returned. But somebody, aka your twin, wants to come in and make this love offer to you here. Okay, so those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. This was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. The information that's where you can book personal readings with me can be found in the description box beneath this video. Again, if you're a part of the book club, I'll see you in a little bit. Peace and Hagries.